All right, so we're going deep on these iPhone 16 Pros. Yeah, the Pro and the Pro Max. You sent me a bunch of articles. Looks like Flips has some stuff on deals. Phone Arena's got their usual model comparison. And oh wow, even a decoded case. What jumped out at you first? Were you already thinking upgrade?
It's really interesting you've got, well, not just the phones, but like the whole ecosystem around them, the cases, the deals. It's all part of it.
Yeah, for sure. So no matter what, I guess we're here to figure out, are these phones actually worth it? Worth all the hype? And what do you really need to know to make a good decision? Let's start with those deals, though. Black Friday, it's over, but it seems like the deals are still kind of sticking around.
Yeah, definitely. I think retailers are just trying to, keep that holiday shopping going a little longer.
Yeah, makes sense. Walmart's got a pretty good one. $300 gift card with any iPhone 16, even the Pros.
That is pretty generous, especially compared to, well, like Apple's own Black Friday deal. They were giving out gift cards, but more for the older models, like the 14 and 15.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Maybe they're trying to clear out some inventory.
Right? Could be.
Like, here's a little something if you're on a budget. But if you want the newest, well...
Yeah, got to look somewhere else.
Exact.
Speaking of somewhere else, AT&T has a pretty crazy deal. Up to $1,000 off the Pro Max with a trade.
Whoa. Okay. That could be like, what, $56 a month?
Yeah, something like that.
There's got to be a catch, though.
Oh, there's always a catch.
Yeah.
You need one of their unlimited plans, and the trade-in phone has to be in good condition. So
right. Makes sense.
It's a good deal if you're already with AT&T. You got a phone that's ready to, retire.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, deals are out there, but you really got to look around and see what works. Let's get into the phones themselves now. Phone Arena, they're saying the Pro and Pro Max are basically like identical twins.
I don't know about identical. They do look very similar, though. Both have the A18 Pro chip, that new 5x telephoto lens, 48-megapixel ultra-wide, even the same starting prices. $999 for the Pro, $1199 for the Max.
Okay, so what's the difference then?
Well, Phone Arena says it comes down to two things, really. Size and battery.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
The Pro Max has, well, it's almost like a small tablet, that screen. 6.9 inches.
Yeah, it's huge.
And the Pro's 6.3. But that also means the Max has a much bigger battery, like 85 milliamp hours versus...
the 3,582.
So that's a big difference for people who, live on their phones.
Yeah.
That extra battery life is probably essential.
Yeah, you could probably go, I don't know, all day without even needing to charge it.
That's the dream.
Right.
And I guess with that bigger size...
It can fit in better cooling, too, so it'll run at peak performance for longer, especially for things like gaming or, video editing.
That makes sense. So really it's all about how you use your phone. If you want something portable, or if you need that huge screen and the monster battery, finding the right balance.
It's pretty cool that Apple can fit so much of the same tech into two phones with such different sizes.
Yeah, it is. Two different flavors of Pro, I guess.
Okay, so let's get under the hood. This A18 Pro chip. The benchmarks are making it look like a beast, like a 20% increase in performance over last year.
Wow. Yeah, that's not just some number,
Yeah, what does that actually mean?
Well, think about it. Like editing 4K video, no problem. Smoother gameplay, apps load faster. It can really keep up with anything you throw at it.
Nice. And they both have Wi-Fi 7 now.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like the fastest Wi-Fi you can get.
So you've got the router for it.
Yeah, good point.
It's like having a super fast car.
Yeah.
But only dirt roads to drive on.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk cameras. On paper, the specs look kind of similar to last year's 15 Pro Max, but it looks like the software is where the real magic is.
Yeah, they've got these new photographic styles. It's like AI-powered filters, but they're way more customizable. You can really fine-tune the look of your pictures.
Oh, wow. And you can apply them after you take the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. How many times have you taken a photo and been like, I wish I'd used a different filter?
Right.
But now you don't have to. Just change it later.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll actually, will people actually use it that much? Most people probably don't spend hours editing iPhone photos.
You might be right about that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. But it's cool they're giving you the option. Speaking of control, that new camera control button seems like a big deal for photographers. Like real photographers, not just, Instagram people.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's a physical button, but it's also, like touch sensitive. So you can control all sorts of things. Focus, exposure, even switching between those styles, all with one hand.
Wow.
It's like they combined a real button with the flexibility of a touchscreen.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess they really are trying to blur the lines between, like, real cameras and smartphones.
Yeah.
But for most people, it's still about taking pictures of their kids, their dog, everyday stuff.
Right, and for that, you need something.
Yeah.
Easy to use, intuitive.
Exactly. It seems like Apple's really focusing on making all this powerful stuff accessible to everyone, not just the tech nerds.
Definitely.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Software and AI. iOS 18 has a ton of new AI features, and it seems like they're not just like add-ons. They're baked into the whole system.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to make your phone like an extension of your brain.
Yeah.
Anticipating what you need, helping you get stuff done.
So we're talking about AI that can generate images from text.
Right.
Edit your writing, find photos based on what's in them, even like mix audio tracks.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's like having a whole studio in your pocket.
Imagine being able to say, hey Siri, draw me a picture of my dog wearing a hat.
Haha, that would be awesome.
We're like, find that picture I took at the beach. You know, the one with the blue shirt?
Yeah, and Siri itself, it's way smarter now in iOS 18.
Oh yeah, thanks to ChatGPT. It's got a much better understanding of language now.
So it can actually understand what you're saying.
Yeah, right. It can learn your preferences. It can even generate different types of text, like poems, code, even music.
Wow, so it's not just like setting timers and making calls anymore.
Nope, it's more like a partner in crime, helping you solve problems, get creative.
That's pretty cool. And they're adding that visual intelligence stuff in December.
Oh yeah, it's going to be huge.
So Siri can actually see using the camera.
And answer questions about what it sees.
It's mind-blowing. All this makes you wonder, what's next? Are we heading towards a phone that's not just smart, but actually understands us, like a real personal assistant?
It's definitely possible.
That would change everything.
And not just for convenience. Think about accessibility. People with disabilities. AI could help them navigate the world so much easier.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
And think about language barriers. Imagine real-time translation, like in Star Trek.
That would be incredible. It's crazy to think about all the possibilities. And it's not just about the phone itself. Remember that decoded case we talked about? That's a perfect example of how the whole ecosystem around iPhones is evolving.
Yeah, that case is more than just protection. It's got antimicrobial stuff, MagSafe. It can survive a drop, and it's made from recycled materials.
They're not messing around.
It's like they're saying, we know you're going to be doing amazing things with this phone.
Yeah.
So we made a case that can keep up.
I like that. It's just one example of all the cool stuff being made to work with iPhones.
Right. Apps, accessories, services. It's all part of the experience.
It's not just about the gadget itself. It's about creating a whole ecosystem.
A seamless, integrated experience.
So after all this, we've gone pretty deep on these iPhone 16 Pros. Are they worth the hype?
That's a tough one.
It is.
I think if you're someone who needs to have the latest and greatest,
right,
then yeah, these phones are amazing. The A18 chip is super powerful. The cameras are incredible. And the AI stuff is really next level.
Yeah, but if you're happy with your current phone, maybe you don't need to rush out and upgrade.
Exactly. A new phone is a big investment.
For sure.
You got to think about what you really need. What are your priorities? Battery life, screen size,
right,
AI features.
Right.
Once you know what you're looking for, then you can decide if the iPhone 16 Pro is right for you.
And even if you decide to wait, all the stuff we've been talking about, it's a glimpse into the future of smartphones.
Absolutely.
AI is becoming more and more important.
It's going to be interesting to see how it changes the way we use our phones.
And how we live our lives.
Definitely.
It's like we're at this tipping point where phones are becoming, well, more than just phones.
Yeah, it's not just the hardware anymore. It's the software, the AI. That's what's really going to shape the future.
So when you're thinking about getting a new phone, don't just look at the specs. Think about how it'll fit into your life, not just now, but like 5 years from now.
Right. Will help you be more creative, more productive, more connected.
Exactly.
Or maybe it'll make you realize you don't actually need a new phone. Maybe you just need to use the one you have differently.
That's a good point. It's easy to get caught up in the hype. But at the end of the day, tech should serve us, not the other way around.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
That's why I think these deep dives are so important. It's not just about knowing the facts. It's about understanding what it all means.
Right. What are the implications? The potential.
Exactly.
So when you're thinking about your next phone, ask yourself, what role do I want technology to play in my life? How could it help me achieve my goals, connect with people, experience the world?
Those are the questions that matter. And who knows, maybe the answers will take you somewhere unexpected.
That's the beauty of it.
Well, that was a fascinating deep dive. Thanks for walking me through it all.
Anytime. Always happy to chat about tech.
I'm sure we'll have plenty more to talk about soon. Until then, keep exploring, stay curious, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.